Okay, so I've got my 43X. I'm gonna replace the factory sights with these Tritium TRUGLO sights. I don't have the, I've never used the TRUGLO brand. My other two Glocks that I replaced, I just did the front sight only, and I still use the factory rear sight. But they both have Tritium front sight. This one is the front and the rear sight. So it doesn't have a magazine in it. I'm gonna make sure it's, you know, unload it and then take it down just like you would any other. I haven't actually had this one apart yet because I just got it. This is going to be the gun that I carry this deer season. I've always carried a 19 in my backpack, but I'm going to carry this one on me. I got a real slim little inside the waistband holster. Even though I'm not going to put it inside the waistband, I got it because I'm going to carry it in my pocket, in my back pocket, in my backpack pocket, and I wanted it to be the clip oriented like an inside the waistband. And I might, if I ever did carry it, I would carry it that way, just hidden. So you've got to start, you got to strip it down so that you can get to the hex head on the front sight. And I ordered this sight pusher. On my other ones, I did it kind of redneck, where I took a nylon piece and tapped it out so that I wouldn't mar it, but I wanted to be more careful. And this pusher is was like 50 bucks or something like that on Amazon. But I'll get the front. You have to have one of these little tools to get the front side out. It's just pretty much impossible without it. And all it is it's a knurled handle that can give you where you can get to the back of the sight. The sight fits down in a slot, and then you have to get this part off. And whenever we put the Tritium sights on here, we'll put a little bit of Loctite on it. And you might have to have something to push that out. Nope, I got it out. So that's what it looks like. That little oval goes into an oval slot on the top so that it's centered and it doesn't get twisted or anything like that. And I'm actually gonna leave it out until I get done doing the rear. This is a VISM. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. There's more expensive ones, but this is like a sight pusher kit, and I haven't opened this. I haven't been into it yet. I wanted to kind of do it in real time, because if it's too difficult, you know, I would not advise using it. So these look like the pieces that, they're nylon pieces that go up against your slide. This is, I don't know what that is. Put an Allen key down in there. That's all it comes with. So it's got this, it's got that, and then it has these pieces that go into here. So for a Glock, I'm not going to use the tapered. I guess these are tapered, and these are just flat. We're going to try to put the flat ones in here. Well, they don't go in there. I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, I don't want that in there because it's gonna I don't want this fat side down because I don't want it to push my frame upward. There we go. I'm gonna have to get something to tap on that. So I guess you get your slide. Get your slide in here. I have no idea if I'm doing this right. All I'm doing is I'm using this to, basically I'm pushing it out. It seems like something should go in there besides what I have on it, but and I might run out of left to right. It looks like I am gonna run out of left to right. No, there it goes. So there's your sight, your rear sight for your Glock. Now, you gotta think here. Take our TRUGLOs out of the package. The TRUGLO had good review. My other ones, I used the X-Sight and or XS, and I think it's X-Sight. I don't know. I had really good results out of those, and I wanted to go back with that brand, but I like these a little bit better the way they were set up. And make sure that you get them for the 43 or the 43X because it is a lot thinner than a 19 or 17 or any of that. So if you were to get a set of rear sights that were the width of one of the others, it might take up your whole slide and not give you enough windage. There is no elevation adjustment on the Glock. It's just you just have windage that you control with your rear sight, and it goes in there. Goes in there pretty good ways before it hangs up. So let's think about this. I'm gonna push it from this direction. And I really would rather push it with something nylon instead of pushing it with something metal. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I really don't want to, these jaws right here are metal, and I really don't want to put metal on metal just because I don't want to put any marks on my brand new gun. I think what we can do is this. I just feel like this has got to be a part of it for some reason. That didn't do anything. Let me get some tape. I'm gonna put tape on those jaws so that I'm not on. This is just blue painter's tape. Put a little bit on the side and a little bit on the pusher arm. This is probably not necessary. As soon as you use this gun, it's gonna get all scuffed up anyways. But we'll have it looking it won't have any marks on it for a little bit. All I'm doing is getting this back where I can get this in here and push on it. Like I said, you can do this with just a tap hammer. You could do it with a metal hammer if you didn't care if it got scarred up. All I'm doing here is just raising it up a tiny little bit because I want these jaws to get as much meat on the side as they can. And I'm gonna start pushing. And the bad thing is it's gonna take a bunch of trials. I might have to take the tape off every time. All right. So I'm just looking at how much daylight is on either side of this to tell if it's centered. And that looks pretty close. It's hard to tell. So I've got it right there. It's got a little Allen screw in the center of that sight. Even though it's press fit in there really tight, it still comes with an Allen screw. So that's I'm gonna leave it right there until I can go and shoot it. And then when I go and shoot it, I will probably have to move it from there. I've already got to move my Glock 22, which is my 40 caliber. You don't want to lose that screw. And that screw is, I don't know if you can tell, the screw that came with the sight is a lot shorter than the screw that came in the factory sight. I don't like that. I'm gonna see if the factory screw will go all the way down. No, it won't. Oh, you know why it won't go down? There's a gas tube in there. Your tritium is inside of a gas tube. That's why it's got the short screw on it. So this is just Loctite. It's old. It's probably bad. I don't know. It didn't lock tight the lid on here, and it's got it all over the threads on this. Maybe it only works if it's on metal. I don't know. Some of these wrenches have a magnet that holds it. This one doesn't. That's what I was trying not to do. So then their front sight goes back into this oval, which automatically lines it up. I really, really want it to go all the way down in there. Okay, there was a little bit of daylight on that, which looked weird, and I'm just trying to keep it, trying to get it in there as best I can. You don't want to hit this too hard because it's got the little tritium gas tube in there. If you break that, you're not gonna get the, I guess it's not gonna illuminate. And that's just finger tight. It's not, you know, giving it all you got. And then I'm just gonna try to blot any extra thread locker. Like I said, I think thread locker has a shelf life on it. I don't even know if it's going to work like it should, but it's on there. All right. So we got the front sight on with little thread locker. The rear sight is on as centered as I can get it. And that's what it looks like. They're very bright. I've already looked at them, you know, cut my hand, and then they've got a white circle around it so you can see it good during the daylight. I am gonna put my other sight back together, and put this in a little baggie to keep it. What I'll do is I'll make another video. We're gonna go out and we're gonna shoot this gun because I have not shot it yet. I carried it because we had to go to Houston the other day. I'm gonna make a video about adjusting these sights, and I want to take this with me when I go shoot so that I can make adjustments. And I might have to put a pencil mark or a piece, little dab of something on there that I can clean off to let me know which way I'm going. Because basically when I shoot it, I'm gonna try to get it. There's nothing else I can do to my, there's nothing else I can do to my front sight. It's basically, it is what it is. But so I'll shoot it, and I'll shoot a 5-shot group, 10-shot group, whatever, and then I'll move my rear sight accordingly. So and you'll know instantly, because you don't want to be off at a distance of, say, 10 yards. If you're off that much, well, that could translate into, you can miss your whole target at 20 or 30 yards. So I'll start out close, get it centered, and then I might back up and shoot some further distance, but I'll put that in another video. So basically, I had to put a little tape on there. I don't know if I'm using this. Like I said, there's no instructions with this. You could probably watch a video or something. I just unboxed it, used it, figured it out, and if I can figure it out, anybody can. And that's it. I didn't put any marks on my gun. I didn't have to get a hammer out and use a hammer towards my gun in any way. I didn't have to have a bunch of punches or anything like that, or a piece of wooden dowel. Anything that's softer than this, a wooden dowel or nylon, would be fine to use, and you might put some cosmetic scuffs on there that you could get off later. But I figured I do need one of these sight pushers anyways, because there are some of my other Glocks that I feel like if it's not a problem that's associated with my grip, if I'm not pulling the gun left or right, or if I'm not pulling it with my grip in some way, then it's got to definitely be in the rear sight. It's causing me to miss left or right. And like I said, you can tell, they do an excellent job of centering these up from the factory. But as soon as you go and start replacing these rear sights, you're going to end up with some left to right issues if you can't get it back centered like they had it from the factory. So, and some guns might just shoot depending on ammo. Take the ammo you're going to use. Some guns may shoot left or right depending on the ammo. I've seen that also. One batch of bullets I shoot are a different weight, and they miss left or right, and I just end up shooting a factory ammunition that hits dead on where I'm aiming. Because I also don't want to, if you're having to set your gun up where this rear sight is far off center, there's something wrong with your barrel, there's something wrong with the load you're shooting. It should be pretty close, because this is all square. This is all centered up. It should be right down the middle, should result in center hits on the target. So, but anyways, that's my 43X and a little slim paddle. Also, there are some of these that stick up taller. They're designed for shooting over the top of a suppressor. And you got to make sure, if you're going to carry, if you're going to buy a holster, make sure it accommodates the sight. This has a cutout in the top that accommodates your top sight, so when you're getting in and out, it doesn't hang up on your holster. But anyways, that's about it, man. Thanks.